Mr. Roll It Up here with another Blunt Talk episode. It's been a while since my last Blunt Talk episode, and much has gone on in this crazy world. Much has gone on, and I've been busy doing X, Y, Z. Our brother got his bills, got to make sure I'm still eating and whatnot. So I apologize for not putting out any new Blunt Talk episodes. But, in this video, we're going to talk about Kanye West and how he announced that he's going to be running for the presidential bid for 2020. We're going to jump into that in this video. Yeah, I'm sure some of y'all are seeing my shirt, seeing sarcasm and whatnot, but this is real. This is real. The tweet itself says right here, you can see Kanye West's Twitter page. It says, "We must now realize the promise of America by trusting God, unifying our vision, and building our future. I am running for President of the United States. 2020 vision." But as I see right over here, right beside it, in which April D. Ryan tweeted, "Former VP Joe Biden is presumptive Democratic nominee for president. Real Donald Trump is presumptive Republican nominee for president. Rapper Kanye West hasn't even completed the required FEC filing to actually be a presidential candidate and is only running for news headlines." What does this guy say over here? He says, "Let's assume this is real. If so, Elon Musk couldn't be VP as he was born outside of the US, but there's nothing preventing Kanye West from saying that if elected, Elon will be the new CTO of the United States of America." Like, what is going on? Well, Kanye West running for president because it's not going to happen. Let us pray. And does America really need to be effed with any more right now? Kanye West has declared he will run for the U.S. president, but don't expect to see him or Kim Kardashian in the White House just yet. It remains unclear whether West has filed any official paperwork to enter the 2020 election race. So, I mean, this is like breaking news. It's pretty much, as you can see, all these within the past 2 hours, 3 hours. Probably was watching some fireworks somewhere, and someone was like, you should run, and he probably just tweeted it out. Who knows? Like, I mean, it's like, I don't think he would be worse than Trump, to be honest. So I'm kind of like, like, hey, if it happens, maybe this is a good thing. That said, he has said and done, some crazy things. More so said. He hasn't really done too much craziness. I mean, him, the Taylor Swift thing was a little crazy. And that was even more of a what he said thing. But his actions in that situation were obviously like, whoa. Usually it's the things that he says that makes people kind of look over, give that side eye, that stink eye, like, what? And he's definitely said a few things over the past year or two, regarding like Trump and kind of, he's essentially admitted, like in one interview, like basically like, oh, I voted for Trump because he saved me millions of dollars, basically. But that was like it. It wasn't like, oh, because he actually is helping America, like on a legit level, because he really isn't. So this is very, very interesting. And actually I made another previous video saying the things that I thought Trump would have to do to basically be guaranteed the win, which I felt like either one, if he did something that would help to push and legalize cannabis, that is one huge solution. The other is reparations. Essentially, there was some sort of program designed, a policy that enforced or said, hey, I think BET's founder, Johnson. Is it Bob Johnson? Robert Johnson? I might be butchering his name, but he said something recently about like 2% taxation for like, you know, corporate, like corporate America, basically, or something like that. Which again, it's another, and I don't think it was necessarily like, I think it was basically like a solution that would be kind of geared towards replacing or being some sort of program that would essentially be like reparations, but not to the same magnitude or scale. I guess I didn't really look into it too much, but this right here would be very, very, very interesting. The question is, what would he actually do? Because oftentimes, like with just the way he has acted over the past 4, 5, 6 years, I feel like he can go like both ways. Like he might get in there and actually try to make real change happen, or he might get in there and just be like a Trump and be like, everyone else that just kind of talks the talk, and then they get in there and they just don't even do half of what they say, or they end up being a mess. And I mean, it can go either way. I'm sure probably most people think it's a complete joke and he would be horrible, but you never know. I mean, he might bring on a committee and a team of people that he would actually listen to, and actually, they would actually be creditable people, and not just people that are just going to bow down and do whatever you say, but really bring solutions to the table. I mean, you really never know. And you have to say, okay, well, he's gotten to where he is today as a result of, not daddy's support, not daddy's, millions that he basically gave me to build my empire that I barely did and still had to rely on daddy for. Yes, I'm referring to Trump. But he, built everything he did and got to where he is with little to nothing. And, you have to, credit him for that. But like I said, that said, some would say, well, he seems like he's kind of brainwashed by the Kardashians and this, that, and the other. And, that's another story for another day. But this I thought was just, at first I thought it was funny. And then I thought it was a complete joke. Then I was like, whoa, this is actually somewhat serious, because he actually did tweet it out. And then this is funny. Who should Kanye select as a vice president, as if he's actually a contender, which some might say, hey, people are worried about Joe Biden and, potentially him having like dementia and just, his age is getting up there and things like that. And then people are clearly worried about Trump as well. So, this is just very interesting. Very, very interesting. Kanye West's net worth $1.3 billion. Woo. I didn't know he was born in ATL. Okay. So, yeah. What do you guys think? How would he do as a president? Would he be good or bad for the country, especially right now with everything going on? Would a black guy like Donald Trump, would a black guy like Kanye West be a good president for us, especially right now with everything going on? And I think the other question would be, who would he select as a vice president? Who would be a good vice president for Kanye if he happened to have been selected? Yeah, very interesting. Wasn't expecting this on this 4th of July, but hey, he's trying to do what he does and make some noise and get some attention. He certainly is. Maybe he has a new album dropping. Maybe this is legit. You can't really tell with him. That's the thing. So let me know what you guys think. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and as usual, I'm gonna keep it rolling. And I'll see you guys in the next video.
Mr. Roll it, roll it, roll it, roll it, roll it up. Mr. Roll it up, Mr. Roll it up. I wake up in the morning and I sip my teacup. I sit down at the table and I break my weed up. I roll up a blunt and then I kick my feet up. Go to mask and rev so I could read up on that green stuff, the weed puff, the only thing.